if you're in my circle, you have to meet my standards.
Yeah.
Of decorum and composure.
So on one hand,
hello and welcome back to the Croak and Crow podcast, the only podcast that is named Croak and Crow. I am Spencer Cartier.
and I'm an octonaut.
What's that?
It's an octonaut.
Is that an octopus astronaut?
It's a British children's show.
A British children's show. And this here is Frank looking Frank-like.
Do you ever feel judgy?
Yeah. I think it's one of my things I'm working on.
But you don't judge humans.
Maybe I do.
You don't.
I don't. I think, yeah. I think because maybe I see Frank as sort of an extension of myself.
Oh.
And so maybe I'm the hardest critic on myself.
That's really funny. We were talking about that. Not you
Were
and
we?
I. Not you and I. Someone else I know. I know more than just you.
Oh.
And we were talking about when your significant other says things that you don't approve of.
Yeah.
They're their own full person.
Yeah.
But you feel somehow connected. And to be fair to the person who feels that way, sometimes people do judge you. Like,
Do lump you together.
they lump you together. Like, they'll say, wow, like, can you believe her husband said that? Or his wife or girlfriend, or, it doesn't have to be marriage.
Huh, that's interesting. Because I think that's one of my problems. I'm not talking about significant others, but I'm saying, like, anytime I'm in
True, it could just be the friend you brought.
in a position of being lumped in, I always find myself getting hypercritical and judgmental where I'm not. If I meet anybody,
Right.
they can be wacky, quirky, silly,
Right.
Unintelligent, and I don't care at all. I'm like, oh, you're a human being. I love you. But as soon as I'm like, hey guys, this is my friend, then I'm like, why did you say that?
Right.
Why are you wearing that?
Right.
Why are you acting the way you are? And
Yeah.
it's like, I guess it's something to work on because, I guess a lot of times I have this circle around me and it's like, if you're in my circle, you have to meet my standards of decorum and composure.
So on one hand, it seems like it would be fine advice to say, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if your wife, tells somebody that they're in, the wrong line of work or something like that. Like, oh, you're doing that.
I don't know. That's where it gets a little tricky.
But this is the thing. They should be able to.
Yeah.
But yeah, the tricky part is lots of times other people will judge you for not controlling them.
Yeah.
But you're not supposed to control other people.
It does come down to a control thing because I think some of the stress like it brings along with me is like I'm in full control over myself, over what I say, over what I do. And when you're not in that control, it gives you that anxiety. But I guess it would be freeing in a way to let go of that need for control.
It's also a fear because your fear is that I hope you don't think that
I'm silly because Frank's silly.
Yeah. I hope you don't think that what he said is what I...
Yeah.
And you, like, once again, I don't think it's completely unfounded because people kind of do think that. Yeah.
Well, the question would be to you, when you see someone with someone and they act a certain way, do you lump them together? But here's I think it's to a certain extent. So if we're talking about significant others, though,
okay,
the reason you can be lumped together is because it's like, how do I put this? Is especially if they're like you said, I was saying more of like this, like you're being kind of goofy. If you're saying things like they're asking you for the wrong job, it could be, why are you with a nasty person? You must be secretly nasty.
Listen, right.
Which is kind of true, and then so
it's kind of true if it's something serious,
if someone's real,
if someone's racist,
yes.
Right? And this is my husband, and what can I do? He just says racist things.
Yeah, hey, he has his own life.
That's unacceptable.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's at the very top, right? But then you come down, and you're like, what if? You know what I'm saying? Like you're.
What if he just keeps wearing goofy clothes? And
no, you in this goofy clothes thing. I'm saying, what if it's just a difference of political people?
Yeah.
And it's like this person is like, oh, I love that Mary Smith who's running for town council, and you don't. You're not like someone goes, I can't believe her husband likes Mary Smith. You're not going to divorce your husband because you have a different political view.
No, but then the question comes. How do you guys have that political view at home? Like how like the thought would be, this person is so like this that how can you be with a person who follows? Because
life is giant and there's lots of topics. There's a very famous news guy. Do you know him? He's bald. I can't remember. So he's a famous skinny guy. I think he has glasses. You could look him up. I don't know if he's the conservative or liberal one. He's married to a woman who is a newscaster, and they're like polar opposites, but they're married and they live. By the time you look it up, they could be divorced, and then it won't make sense. But well, so there's levels. There's levels like this, and then there's levels like this. There's levels where your friend, like you said, maybe they're so cringy with the puns or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what you're talking about. Like with when you're so differing on moral things and things that matter, because then you can question. Even if it does work, then you say, "Oh, you don't understand. That's our work. We keep ourselves out of work." I'm just talking about. Because then it is an understandable
to a person more than just.
No, but I'm saying you keep bringing up these core issues, and with core issues, I feel like there is reason to question if you guys are against each other on core issues. So that's what I'm saying. I don't want to talk about that because it's a whole different topic.
Okay.
Because that you are allowed to question. Why are they saying these things I am against? I am saying much lesser things where you feel the need to control, and if your significant other keeps wearing clown shoes. And that has nothing to do with you guys are a match made in heaven. You guys are perfect for each other. You get along at home, but you get embarrassed or something because they keep wearing their clown shoes. We're going to stick to this topic. Mm-hmm. That is what I think is the idea that you need to break away from, this idea of control and why is he wearing the clown shoes again in front of my friends? It's like they're their own person. They can wear their clown shoes.
So you can live in a Coke and Pepsi household.
Yeah. So you live in so that's one way to think about it. But I think that where someone's not going to say, how are they together? He keeps wearing clown shoes. It has nothing to do with your actual compatibility. Right. But it has to do with the idea that like, oh, I don't wear clown shoes. You're an extension of myself. You shouldn't be wearing clown shoes. It's like, you're not. You're two separate people living your good lives. Right. You are very compatible. Let them wear their clown shoes. You wear your Birkenstocks. I don't know. And
the funny thing is, we're all afraid of it. But if we're all afraid of it, then we shouldn't be afraid of it because we're all experiencing it.
Well, yeah. No, exactly. And that's one of those things where it's like, you know, like when you're talking in front of a class. I'm telling myself this. I still can't talk in front of classes. But and you are like, everyone's watching me. And then someone else is watching, is talking in front of the class, and you're on your phone.
Yeah, right.
You didn't hear a single word they said. And I think it's the same thing with this, where it's like, you're hyper focused. Like, oh my, why did they just make that joke? Those clown shoes again. Right. They keep bringing them out. And meanwhile, the other person never thinks, oh, Spencer's with someone who wears clown shoes.
And the other person thinks, my friend's wearing a clown nose. You know, like that's what I'm saying. Like, if we're all afraid of being so
precisely.
But what can you do?
What can you do?
On Friday the 13th.
It's Friday the 13th. Ooh. Spooky.
Do you have tricks effects?
What?
Do you have trick effect? There's some kind of word, a big word. It means fear of Friday the 13th.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
No, I actually don't even have, like, I get afraid of like real ghosts and stuff. Like, I'm afraid of the paranormal. Don't get me wrong. But nothing about
some of the viewers that we have. Thank you. Ding. Some of the viewers were just like, did he just say real ghosts?
Yeah, I believe in some things.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't know.
I do, but I just
yeah, I believe in ghosts. I don't gotta back down to you guys. I feel like I look real weird. I pulled like a Zoom thing where I only put the top half and the bottom half. I'm wearing these cute little pink shorts, but they're peeking out.
They're showing.
They're peeking out, and so I feel like I had to address it.
You're not afraid.
So Friday the 13th, like I'm afraid of like actually even Halloween. I feel like there's some, with like Dios de los Muertos and all that. There's a little something that's like maybe. Mm-hmm. But as far as Friday the 13th go, it just seems like a little gimmicky, and it's just fine. Like I'll watch a scary movie with somebody, Frank, and I'll enjoy it. Oh, it's Friday the 13th. Why not? But as far as like, beware the 13th
I don't want
Friday.
to start something, if you like travel somewhere or start a business.
Oh yeah. No, don't.
Let's skip that day.
It's just hey, my Fridays trump my 13ths. I'll never let a Friday the 13th get me down.
I told you before that my brother was born on Friday the 13th.
You did in room 13.
Yeah, everything was 13. I think he was 7 pounds 13 ounces. So immediately, because he's older than I, so that means as soon as I knew how to understand people speaking to me, I heard it as like, yay. It wasn't like stay away from him, our demon child. So I don't have as much association as people do of being afraid of Friday the 13th.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of no werewolves or anything.
Mm-mm.
What do you think would be scarier, a werewolf or a vampire?
Vampire.
Really?
Yeah, because a werewolf would just kill you one time, and a vampire makes you dead forever. It makes you living dead.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah, but like, there's like these nice movies. Like, what if you like fall in love with a vampire? You can't fall in love with a werewolf.
You still forget the love. Like, you still would be living dead.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure you go to hell. I think most vampires.
You don't go anywhere. You have to be
once
a living
you finally get
dead.
once you finally get you're like a silver bullet or something.
That is not a vampire, is it? I thought that was a werewolf.
No, it's a vampire. Silver bullets.
Silver bullets for a werewolf.
Really?
You're thinking a stake through the heart.
Yeah, I'm thinking or garlic.
Salt on their tail.
That's salt on their tail. I think that's a snail.
No, salt on a snail.
A were snail.
We'll kill it. Oh my god! But salt on a tail. I think of a bird. He can't fly.
Poor bird.
There's been a lot of birds in my life recently.
A lot of crows.
A lot of crows.
Chasing them away.
And we got our crow on Friday the 13th.
Crows have just been coming around saying, "Hey, croak and crow," and then you're like, you start. I hear it. I get woken up. I woken up from my slumber to hear, "Get out of here! Get out of here!" And I go outside, and you are just chasing the crows away.
Okay, I have I wasn't born with a fear of Friday the 13th. I was born with a fear of crows.
Have you seen the movie Birds?
Probably. You see all those old movies.
I didn't see it.
Oh.
I just hear it's scary.
But, so I have a superstition in me that's crows are bad. So I say, go away, go away. They have been visiting me a lot lately. People have been sending me TikToks that crows are great to befriend.
Don't get scared.
I will. They're great to befriend, and they're angels visiting you.
Very smart.
And they're very smart. And so this one particular one literally has been landing on my oak tree to talk to me on the anniversary of August 11th was my sister's anniversary for her death, and my mom was August 12th. So the fact that all these birds are coming into my life or hitting my car and bouncing off my windshield, different story. I thought was bad. It turns out it's good. Okay?
Turns out I want to hit more birds on my car. Yeah. I don't know. I never have a problem with crows. I guess they kind of have a scary crow.
It's not like songbird.
No, definitely not like tweet, tweet, tweet.
Yeah.
It's a little menacing. But yeah, croak and crow. So we accept all toads and crows.
I'm also afraid of frogs, and I've been having those in my path these days.
Was this like one big like what is it called?
Exposure therapy. It's Friday, and Fridays are always
fun. Like, so this Friday's a little spooky.
Fridays are hit or miss. Today we're going to talk about we talked about a singer once, and I think it was a Friday, and his name was
Elton John.
It wasn't
Billy Joel.
Of course not. It was, oh my god.
I know who it is, but I don't know the name because it was like way back in your time.
Eric Clapton.
Clapton.
Eric Clapton. And that. So we've also had some memes on the Christian Meme Review. Do not miss the Christian Meme Review that you've already missed. And I know you've missed it because the views. So go watch it because we're doing them every other week in this last stretch of summer. Yeah.
They're a little slow during the month of August. So
and put on the notifications so you can remember.
Bell notification, ding,
ding, ding, ding. But in the Christian Meme Review, a few times now we've had memes that talked about the low quality of spiritual music.
Spiritual music, bleh. I like that one song by that one girl where it's like,
I keep thinking it's Adele.
You say I'm strong, but I'll give them a best.
That's beautiful.
Who's it by? I know her name.
Yeah.
Continue.
Okay. So, but Eric Clapton, we found out like he made a lot of music, and he had a spiritual awakening, and he actually, so songs you would hear on the radio and you wouldn't even associate them here, it turns out that they did have spiritual connection.
Yeah.
So we're going to do that again today, and today it's going to be Lenny Kravitz.
I know the name.
Lenny Kravitz. Do you know Zoe Kravitz? Because she's more your age. Zoe Kravitz
I don't even know the name.
Is a young, beautiful actress. Lenny Kravitz, rock and roll, afro, the scarves, the guitar, the low jeans, the platform shoes, New Orleans.
All that.
He's
and all that. Yeah.
He's wild.
It's wild.
And so Lenny Kravitz married Lisa Bonet. Lisa Bonet was on the Cosby Show. They had
sorry.
Zoe.
You put me to sleep.
They had Zoe.
Okay.
No one's put this is celebrity information.
Lenny Kravitz, Zoe Deschanel. Okay, keep going.
Lisa
Bill
Bonet.
Cosby.
Lisa Bonet, who Lenny Kravitz was married to, and he had Zoe. She is married to Jason Momoa. You know him.
I know Jason Momoa.
Okay, finally.
I'm back. Yeah. Haha. He was in Game of Thrones, but he's also, what's the superhero named? Merman? It's not Merman. It's Aquaman.
I think that's on SpongeBob, isn't it?
No, that's Mermaid Man. Aquaman.
Yeah. So she's married to Aquaman, but Lenny Kravitz. So the reason, just because he why not rock and roll? And but it's interesting. We were talking about a second ago, talking about couples that you're different. You have some differences, and how can that happen? How can you live?
Can't work.
Republican, Democrat.
It doesn't work.
Lenny Kravitz is born of a black mother and a white father.
Okay.
Tell me I'm wrong. His mother was a famous actress on, you know what? I think she was on the Jeffersons, but she wasn't one of the Jeffersons. You know the show?
Yes.
I think they had.
I was thinking of the Jetsons for a second. That's what confused me. I'm like, how is she on that?
Anyway, so he has a white Jewish father, black Christian mother. And guess what? Lisa Bonet, I believe, is exactly the same. So they came together and had Zoe. Wait,
what do you mean she was exactly the same? How could she be? Because she was already mixed of that.
No, I meant his wife, Lisa Bonet. Lenny Kravitz.
In editing, I'll see what you're saying. I have no idea what you're talking. I don't have no idea of the lineage. Don't even try to fix it. Don't try to fix it. I got it.
Okay, so Lenny Kravitz had Zoe Kravitz. Because of this mixture of black and white and Christian and Jewish, she does, when you ask her what she is, she says she's secular Jewish, which means more cultural than religious. So it has no association. But we're not talking about Zoe. We're talking about Lenny.
I don't know who we're talking about at this point, but I'm here for it.
We're talking about Lenny Kravitz.
Lenny Kravitz. Got it.
Funny though, he identifies as Christian.
But his parents are both Christian and Jewish.
Yeah, so his parent, he has the Christian mom and a Jewish dad. He said, I'm Christian. But his daughter is like, I'm Jewish.
And that's okay.
That is okay.
What do you have something bad to say about it?
I don't have anything bad to say about it. I was saying, we didn't talk when we were talking about someone wears clown shoes and someone doesn't. How do you feel? How can you have a harmonious household where you have a Christian parent and a Jew? Not even for the child, but for the couple. Can you marry a Jewish person who does not believe that Jesus is God? I
can, yes. And I think because a lot of things what I say here on this podcast is you know I'm very inclusive, and so for me, what Jesus preaches and wants for us is all based around love and morals. Right. And so someone that you meet, I believe, can align with actually a Jewish person way more than, I'm not saying you can't have a relationship with an atheist person, but I'm saying to me that would be hard. Too. That would be harder to get through the hurdle than a Jewish person who you believe in the same God, you believe in the same morals, especially if she's saying that she's secular Jewish, so it's and so it's all these things, and then if you believe that God is love and Jesus is love, any love in your family you can believe is from Jesus. It is beautiful and spiritual, even though you are both of two different religions.
Right. So I'll just say this, what Lenny Kravitz said. So Lenny Kravitz said, I believe that God is my creator, our creator. Whether we realize it or not, I believe we are all created by the same God. I believe we are all one creation. We are all connected. And I believe that God is the ultimate source of love and all we are looking for. I know. So I saw that. I was like, okay, Spencer would definitely agree with Lenny Kravitz.
I agree with old Lenny. I hope he one day becomes famous.
So, do you say you don't know him, but you'll know him when you look him up. Like, are you going to go my way? And, okay, like he's so popular that he's been used a lot of times, like on Target commercials and stuff. Well, anyway, it was a normal song, and it's one of the songs that people do not know.
It's a Christian song.
Is a Christian song, and that is the lyrics for "Are You Going to Go My Way?" And he literally he said he wrote it because he got an inspiration, he had to write it.
Yeah.
Now he wrote which I don't think that's from that album, but he wrote a whole album called Baptism, and like all the songs on it. You can look up those lyrics. And
you need to get some better printer ink.
Okay, it's going to come off white. It doesn't matter. And if you think the result looks bad, you should hear the sound of the printer when it's printing.
Right. Yeah, it looks like if this was red ink, you would think that someone was dying to make this.
So I thought we could just look at that song because everybody knows the song. Are You Going to Go My Way? Just like we usually look through like gospel. Just look at the song.
It's like a walk through Friday.
Yeah, like a walk through Friday, but for musical.
Oh. So wait, we're not going to go through the whole song, are we?
Yeah, why not? A lot of it is a repeat.
Okay. I was born long ago. I am the chosen. I am the one. I have come to save the day, and I won't leave until I'm done.
Jesus?
Oh, okay. That makes a lot more sense.
Okay.
I was thinking, I'm like...
That he thought he was...
I was like,
okay.
a little bit of a Messiah complex there, Lenny. That makes a lot more sense.
Okay.
So that's why you've got to try. You've got to breathe and have some fun. Though I'm not paid, I play this game and won't stop until I'm done.
Interesting, because yesterday we talked once again about Jesus paying for our debts, but who paid him, but did he pay himself? So that was interesting, that little piece.
But what I really want to know is, are you going to go my way? And I got to know.
And that's like the main...
Are you going to go my way?
Yeah, that's the
Are you gonna go my
repeat.
Way?
And when you hear it, you're humming, you're driving and road tripping, and you're not realizing that this was literally like a spiritual inspiration song that he wrote. And The Way. I am the way. It was
the way.
It was deeper than you would have thought.
Yeah. I don't know why we always cry. This we must leave and get undone. We must engage and rearrange and turn this planet back to one.
Because of the separations.
We all just get along?
Yeah, all the separations.
So tell me why we got to die and kill each other one by one. We've got to hug and rub a dub. We've got to dance. It
rhymes, I guess. He used it for the rhyme version.
We've got to dance and be in love. Yeah, why we got to fight? Why can't we just rub a dub?
Yeah. So
you know
that's the song.
No more fighting, more rub-a-dubbing. You heard it here first. I actually heard it from Lenny Kravitz first.
I think that's it. They just repeat.
Are you going to go my way? I got to know.
He has a tattoo on his back that says, "My heart belongs to Jesus."
That's nice.
Yeah.
Shouldn't it be over his heart?
Well, you can reach your heart from your back, too.
Is that where it is?
Well, it's inside of you.
Ha, 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 ha.
It's inside of you. So what do you think about this?
I like Lenny.
I don't know. Anything?
I hope one day he gets to like the billboards or something. I hope his music career kind of finally takes off.
Yeah.
I think he deserves it.
Yeah. If only people recognize this.
If only people knew who this
unknown artist.
Yeah. Maybe I'll like start a GoFundMe for him.
Yeah.
So maybe like get a gig or two.
Yeah. He is very well known as does lots and lots of things. I don't know if he's done anything. He's always, you know what? He's really talented. He's one of those people that plays all the instruments and produces his own music.
Like Charlie Puth.
Really?
He's very musically inclined.
Yeah.
He's one of these like, it almost would suck to be him, where he can hear anything like a fire alarm or something, and he hears the notes it's in.
No.
He's like, that's an F. If you follow his TikTok, that's all he does, and it's like, he's like, it does get tiring sometimes because you'll
really?
always.
Why?
Because like you just always are hearing music in your head, and like everything is just like you're analyzing the frequencies instead of just like.
You know what? That's really interesting. I heard about this person who had some sort of brain. I don't think. Yeah, it might have been a brain injury, or maybe it was they were just born that way. But it was what you're talking about. But Charlie doesn't have it to this extent, which was a debilitating extent.
Oh.
The child, which I guess I don't know how old a child is, but he would be in extreme pain.
Oh.
The dad would have to pull over, and say there was like a piano shop or something, and the kid would have to run in and start playing the piano.
Really?
Yeah,
it's like need to get it out.
Yeah, so obviously that's super, super, super extreme.
Like one of those sneezes you just can't get out.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's funny, the brain, these people who get hit on the head and then they start speaking French or something.
I know. I've been hitting myself in the head every day and still nothing. In fact, I feel like I'm getting dumber.
I don't think that's smart or the way it works. I'm sorry, Lenny. I did so much more research on Eric. But again,
Eric
it's
Clapton.
summer. And I'm
Summer.
Ding, again with the bell. Charlie would be like,
F major.
Yes, Avalon can read music easily, and I told her, wow, that's amazing, I wish I could. And she's like thinking it's not a big accomplishment. And I told her it's like another language. Are you kidding me? She can, I guess, read and write music.
Yeah.
And she said recently she was talking to Macy. When she spoke to her friend, the friend too had encountered people being like, you can read music and write. And they both were like, because they have done it for so long at such a young age, and they thought it was normal. They're like, we didn't know it was impressive.
Yeah.
Like, it is impressive.
No, I've even just seen people playing piano, because they've been playing since they were a kid. And I'm like, how impressive that is. And they're like,
yeah, but some people can play piano by ear. But I'm saying,
how many people can really do that?
Hand someone a piece of paper with music notes on it and say, hum that. That's magic. That's Friday the 13th magic.
That's a black magic. We should tie cinder blocks to our legs and see if they float.
Music readers
and
writers. Yeah. All the composers were
or coders too.
Demonic.
That's another language. Do you know actually at my college so you got you had to get language credits, and you could do coding and it counted as one of your language credits.
Really? Yeah. Done. We can't go further. It's done.
That's it, guys.
It's done. For whom the bell tolls.
I was trying to hit the camera.
Because you'll knock it straight off the top. So
my hair's a mess.
It's Messy Friday.
Hey guys, it's been fun Friday. Friday the 13th. Don't go getting eaten by no ghosts out there. And if you do,
hum a tune.
Hum a tune. Ask them if they read music. We'll be back on. We won't be back on Sunday.
No, because
we're taking.
It's the off week. It's the bye week.
It's the bye week. But why don't you go check out that last meme review that you missed?
Okay, it's fine.
It's fine. I'm not mad. I didn't do that meme review when I was severely ill.
I know. You got off your deathbed.
I got off my deathbed.
People couldn't push play.
I was like,
it's fine.
Don't worry about it, guys. Go do something fun this weekend. If you live in Philly, masks or vaxxed.
Oh, right.
The legislation started. But I think it's such a small amount of places. Like only if you're inside with more than like a bunch of people. But who's doing that anyway?
We are. Frank.
We're gonna be inside with 100 people.
No, we're gonna wear masks.
I'm carrying around my card. Peace.
Bye.